What is up, knife nuts? This is Drew with Pocket Steel. Today we're here for a review of the Spyderco Resilience. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get into it. So, Spyderco Resilience. This is the second Spyderco knife that I picked up, the first being the Paramilitary 2. I was so impressed with that. Just quickly become a Spyderco fan, and this is another awesome product by those guys. It is considerably cheaper than a Paramilitary 2, and it's a large knife. I mean, it's a 5.1 ounces, and I believe a 4 1/4 blade, maybe 4. But you know, next to the Paramilitary 2, I mean, you can see it is just, it's a hoss of a knife. Not really something I would consider an EDC blade. I mean, some guys might want to you know, carry it, but this is more of just kind of add it to the collection, and you know, maybe I have not carried it at all. You know, maybe if I got feeling crazy one day and wanted to you know, carry it, and I had some bigger clothes, I might do that. But you know, I was just so impressed with the Paramilitary and Spyderco's quality. I saw this and I wanted something that was kind of a big, impressive tactical blade, so I got this guy. I got this for, I want to say it's about $50, somewhere in that price range, and it is an amazing knife for that price. You know, it's got, I guess, what I'd consider low traction G10. I love G10 handles, so you know, that's great. It's got an 11mm, I believe, deployment hole, and super fast. You know, I just wouldn't expect anything less from Spyderco. It's just buttery, open. You know, it's a liner lock, so I wish that this had the compression lock, but I might be mistaken. This might have been a production before they came out with that. Still kind of learning more and more about Spyderco, but anyway, liner lock. It's extremely strong, so you know, I'm not too worried about that. It's not going anywhere once it's locked in. I mean, super tight lockup, no play at all. The liner lock engages very quickly. So a couple more things about it: 4-point adjustable pocket clip, and it's not the deepest concealment if you were to do something like that, but you know, it's 4-point adjustable. This one is configured tip down, which has now become my primary way of doing it, just because I've kind of gotten used to it. First knife I started EDCing was tip up, and I got used to that. But after quite a few of the knives I ordered came tip down, I started carrying it that way, and that's what I'm used to now. So that's what I go with, tip down. Anyway, so it's 4-point adjustable. You could switch that up. The steel on this is the 8CR13 MOV, which is, you know, kind of a budget steel, and that probably contributes to the cheaper price on this knife. And you know, probably a few other things that play into the price would be that it's a liner lock and not the compression lock. So you know, those things are what get that price down. But as far as the, you know, the 8CR13 MOV, it's a great steel for, you know, budget knives, and takes an edge very well. It came out of the box not dull, but just not near as sharp as I would have expected from a Spyderco. I saw a couple other reviews, and it apparently came pretty sharp. So when mine got here, I was a little disappointed with the sharpness of the blade. So I worked on it a little bit, and definitely not a pro, but I got it hair popping sharp. So you know, it took an edge very well. It didn't take too long, and I'm happy with it now. It honestly gave me a regret temporarily when it didn't come out of the box sharp, and I was a little worried to try and sharpen it myself, but you know, I got up the courage and messed with it a little bit, and I'm extremely satisfied with the way it turned out. So it's that's a big old knife right there. It is made in China. I don't care, you know, it doesn't bother me in the least. You can see it right there on the blade. Doesn't bother me in the least. I don't care. It's you know, it's definitely feels like a quality knife. The blade centering on this one is, I don't know if I can get the camera to pick it up. It looks like it's a little to the left. I mean, it's centered pretty well, but it might be just, you know, a little bit to the left over here. So not a big deal. It's kind of a nitpicky thing. The jimping on it is adequate. You know, it's not a super tight lockup like you get in the Paramilitary 2 or some other Spydercos, but you know, it's definitely, it works. It does its job. There's no jimping on the tang down here, which again is okay. It fits very nicely in the hand, and even though I have small hands and it's a large knife, I mean, mine just, I mean, it fits like a glove in there. So the low retraction G10 also feels great. Doesn't feel like it's going to slip out or anything. I mean, it's pretty locked in. So it's just one of the reasons why I really like the G10 material. But Spyderco Resilience, I mean, for the money, and if you want something that's just kind of you know, an impressive large knife and don't want to break the bank for something and get Spyderco quality, the Resilience, I mean, it's there you go. You know, if I were to step up and get another large blade from them and wanted to spend a little more money, I'd look at probably the Calypso. You know, that's another big knife that they have, and considerably more expensive. I mean, I want to say it's 2 or 3 times the price, or 3 times the price. So, you know, that's kind of what the next step up from here would be as far as Spyderco large knives. But I love the way this knife looks. I think it's gorgeous. You know, the shape of the blade here. You know, full flat grind. I love that. That's you know, my favorite kind of blade, and I really like how this knife looks. It's a sexy knife, and you know, even closed, that's a good looking knife, you know. So big huge honking knife from Spyderco Resilience. What more can we say? It's a good knife for the money. So again, if you're stopping in for the first time, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.